to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the highly requested baby names I love but will not be using. So I am 19 years old and I am currently pregnant and we are only 8 weeks along. So that is pretty early to be thinking about names, but that's just how me and Patrick roll. Like, we found out Grayson's name at as soon as I found out. I think we found a name like a week after, and as of right now, I do have a boy name and a girl name already picked out. We do not know the gender until, I believe, Wednesday is when our gender reveal is. I'm not exactly sure because I am working with the company right now, so we are going back and forth with emails, but I know for sure it is next week, so be excited for that. I am also going to be doing those hint videos that I have been promising as far as the gender goes when we find out, so be excited for that as well. Today I am only going to be talking about boy names, and then I'm going to do a whole separate video about girl names because honestly I have such a long list of both of them because I'm very picky. I like a lot of names, but I also don't. So we are going to be doing two separate videos. So today is going to be the boy version and tomorrow is going to be the girl version. I'm going to shut my mouth and we're going to get right into it. The first name that I love but will not be using is the name Rowan. Rowan, I love the sound of this. I even love the fact that you would be able to nickname them Rowie, which I personally loved. We decided to go against this just because it is really close to one of Patrick's family names, which is Roland, which is a name we also really love. We aren't too sure if that is going to be like the boy name or anything like that, but if it's like a family name or Rowan, which means like nothing at all, of course we're gonna go with the family name. The next name I absolutely love. Guys, this was gonna be the baby's name if it was a boy, and it is August. One of my dear friends, which I visited whenever we went to Arizona, me and Megan went to Arizona to see our friend Alex. She named her baby boy August, and I remember right before she had him, she posted that she is going to be changing the name. And I was like, oh, yes, do that. Because I love the name August. Me and Patrick actually picked the name August years ago. Loved August and Roland. It's funny because Roland is his brother's name and August is his husband's name. So we were like, we should just name our next boy like August Roland or Roland August, like perfect. We're actually gonna use one of those names like for sure for our next boy, and now we just aren't too sure. I'm not saying it's completely off the table because I'm not opposed to like naming my baby after somebody else's baby. I don't really care because there's millions and billions of people in this world, and you can't obviously not name someone's kid. You're gonna have the same name somewhere along the line, right? But I'm just not too sure. I'm still processing. Obviously, we don't even know the gender, so we have a ways to go. Next name that we love is Alexander, and this is actually a name Patrick picked. So you will actually kind of see a theme here. Patrick likes old-fashioned, strong, manly man names, and I'm perfectly fine with that. He is a history buff, likes those type of names. And so Alexander was on the table because his brother's name is Charles Alexander, and that's like a freaking insanely strong name, and he loves his name. He's like low-key super jealous of it. Reason why we are not going with Alexander specifically is because my name is Alex. I don't really like the whole thing of like naming a child after you. I'm not like, you do you boo, like it's cool, but like for me personally, I just wouldn't like, I wouldn't like two Alexes in the house. I have grown up with Alex being ridiculously popular, and there was like 6 Alexes in classes. I don't need 2 Alexes in my own household and be like, which one are you talking to? So I am deciding against that, but I do really like the name. The next name is Charles. We're literally just naming them off his brother's names, like August, Roland, Charles, Alexander, but we do really like the name Charles. But because his brother is named Charles, and even though we don't call him Charles, we call him Alex. I didn't even know his name was Charles for the longest time while dating Patrick because everybody calls him Alex, but we aren't going with Charles just because, like, I don't know, like it's like such a recent generation of his brother. Like, it'd be fine if it maybe was his older brother. I don't know guys. I'm just not, I don't want Charles, but I like the name. The next name is Remy. So I really like the name Remy, and Patrick does as well, but he was like, well, we can't just name him Remy, it would have to be Remington. And I was like, no it doesn't, it could be Remy. And he was like, no, it has to be Remington, and I don't like Remington, and he doesn't just like the name Remy, so we're not having a kid named Remy. Next name is Theodore, and you guys can totally see, like, there's a total theme for this. I don't like the name Theodore. I don't like the nickname Teddy either, but Patrick loves it. He's like, come on, like, Teddy Roosevelt, and I'm like, no. We're not doing that. So we are not naming our kid Theodore. Next name is Benjamin. We also really like this name. I don't know why we necessarily decided against this name. There's really no reason. It's just, it's not our #1 favorite. Benjamin, I love because you could also use the name Benji, and I love that. Next name that I absolutely adore is Hudson. I think Hudson is super duper cute. Even for like a middle name, I'm not like opposed to it. By the way, we don't have middle names picked out. I do have first names picked out, and I'll talk about that a little bit at the end of the video, but back to what we were talking about. I love the name Hudson. I don't know if Patrick is super against this name, and I don't really know why it didn't like make it further. Maybe. We have like 9 months, guys, so we don't know, but I really like the name Hudson. The only downside is I can't really think of a nickname to Hudson. I'm sure there is, like maybe like Huds. Come here, Huds. Sounds a little weird. I don't know. So I have to have a nickname with a name. Like, that's just my thing. I want a nickname. Like, for example, Grayson, which is my 1.5-year-old's name, we call him Gray, and I love that. And I don't know. I just want a nickname. The next name, and I will fight for this name, every child I have. I love Jude, okay? I am a huge Beatles fan, like huge, guys. And I have always wanted to name one of my kids Jude after, hey Jude, don't be afraid.
One eternity later.
Take a sad song and make it better. Yeah, my vocals. But Patrick doesn't like it, and he says time and time after again, we are not having a child named Jude. But like by the 7th one, I think I could talk him into it. I'm like, come on babe, we've already had like 7 kids, let me have 1 win. So we'll get there, guys, we'll get there in due time. But Jude for this child apparently is off the table. The next name that I love is Waylon. Waylon is adorable. I would probably put this at the top of one of my lists. The only thing again is I can't really think of a nickname. Way is just a little out there, like come here Way, like where you going Way, what way you going Way, like I just not vibing with that. That's really the only reason. I love the name Waylon, just can't think of a nickname, so no. Next name that me and Patrick are actually obsessed with is Knox. We love the name Knox, so it'd be spelled K-N-O-X, love it. The only reason why we are not naming our child this is because we feel that it's more of a middle name. Don't get me wrong, if there's any Knoxes out there, you got a cool first name. It's just for our family, we would prefer it to be, I guess, a middle name. Just because again, there isn't like a nickname to Knox, even though it is so short, like that's just a name, just like how my name is Alex. I don't really have a nickname. I don't know, I love it, and that is a really high up there middle name. So the middle name is probably gonna be Knox, guys. But yeah, talking about the names that we have already picked, I'm not gonna disclose them, but I also wanna let you guys know I'm not going to have you guys wait until birth. Like, I'm not gonna do that whole thing. I am gonna be doing a name reveal, probably right after we find out the gender, as long as we are 100% on a name, obviously. And we pick names pretty fast. We already have a almost 100% name pick, at least I do, okay? So like, the girl name I have come up with, let me just let you guys know, I don't like any girl names. I hate all girl names. Like, I want a very majestical, almost like a fairy name. And that sounds very weird to say. I grew up obsessed with fairies and like majestic stuff, and I just want a girl name like such, okay? And so that is pretty hard to find without finding names that are like way out there. So it's been a struggle, but I found one that I feel is majestic. I don't know if other people think it's majestic. I'll talk about this in the video tomorrow, but I'm just a little pissed off. I'm like, why can't we name this name? I'm in love with this name. So I am in the process of talking him into it. I was like, you can pick the middle name, I don't care, and he almost went for that. So we are so close, guys. Like, he almost went for it. And I tell people this name, they like it, they don't love it, but I don't give a fuck. Like, it's the name I want. And same thing with the boy name. Every time I tell people the boy name, they're like, and they actually really don't like this name. The girl name, they're like, it's okay. But like the boy name, they're like, absolutely not. So we will talk about that a little bit more in the next video. Tomorrow, I will be talking about girl names I love, but unfortunately won't be using. And yeah, have a great one, guys. Bye.